Hi everyone, welcome to In His Love. My name is Pedita. How is everyone doing? So today we're gonna jump right in and we're analyzing a message from Bishop David Oyedepo titled One Day of Favor. Watch this video and we'll come back and talk about it.
100 years of labor can never bring you to where one day of favor will bring you. They labored in Egypt for 430 years without anything. They never saw gold in their life, but it became their luggage by God's favor. And I will give these people favor so that when they go, they will not go empty. People rely on their strength and their skill. That is the plague of today's generation. Oh yes, I have about 5 certifications. Is that why you are suffering frustration? I have 10 certifications in civil engineering, software development. Congratulations. There is nothing wrong with that, but depending on them, you walk and walk and walk like a slave.
So he said 100 years of labor can never get you to where one day of favor from God will get you. It sounds good. It sounds beautiful. It sounds nice because it's from God. But let's step back and think. Let's analyze this. Let's think. Let's ask questions. One day of favor will wipe away 100 years of labor. What does that even mean? And then he read Exodus 3:21, talking about God granting the children of Israelites when they left Egypt. God granted them favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Before then, they had nothing. They had no access to gold or silver, like who dash monkey, a banana, so so they had no access to all of this, but it was just all God's favor. This is where I have a problem. You see, messages like this from big ministers like Bishop David Oyedepo, who a lot of our people look up to, who a lot of our people role model. They mentor him, they believe in him. I mean, if this guy says even the slightest word, people scream amen, like he's saying something so special or so different. Even if he quotes a verse in the Bible, they scream amen to it. That's how much people believe in him. So him coming and talking about one day of favor, wipes away, is greater than 100 years of labor. What is it teaching our people? What is it teaching our youths? What is it teaching the minds of the people? That labor is bad? And he went ahead in the video, you heard him. He said, you walk and walk and walk like a slave. What do you mean walk and walk and walk like a slave? We are supposed to walk. We are supposed to, it's the same Bible that says a laborer is worthy of his wages. So there is no wages without labor. You're supposed to have labor. Someone will say, no, yeah, I understand what you're saying. True. But he's saying when God's favor come upon your life, you won't have to stress so much. No, you're supposed to stress. You're supposed to work. Stress is good. It's not all stress that is bad. Stress is good. Sometimes there's a level of stress that is good for us, because you know why? It pushes us to do our best. It pushes us to bring the best out of us. It makes us become go-getters. But when you're so comfortable in your state, you're just nothing is motivating you, nothing is pushing you to do your best. So labor God encourages labor. That's why he said, sear down a man that is diligent in his ways. God encouraged us to work. We must work. Say, he that will not work, let him not eat. So what is he talking about? Favor. Okay, let's even go to the children of Israelites that he talked about. He said that they've never seen gold or silver or anything. It was God's favor upon them, that caused the Egyptians to give them those things. Yes, it was God's favor, but guess what? God paid them, because remember, the laborer is worthy of his wages. So God paid the Israelites for their 430 years of hard labor in Egypt. God paid them. God granted them favor to be paid for their labor that they have done already. So, without work, without you actually working hard, there will be no favor. Without you, let me rephrase it in his language, in Bishop Oyedepo's language. Without you laboring hard, there will be no God's favor. You have to do your best. You have to have labored so you can receive wages. Right? It's teachings like this that paralyzes the mind of our youth. Now, people are running up and down looking for that one day of favor, praying for that one day of favor, seeing they are laboring in life, they are walking in life as suffer. Like, I'm suffering. God, why am I suffering so much? Why am I working so hard? Work, I don't see anything. Well, if you're working and you're not seeing anything, maybe you need to sit down and check on how you spend. Check on what you do with your money. Are you saving? Or are you just spending everything as you get it? Are you investing in things that will bring you profit? Or are you just giving all your money to church? Because if you're giving and giving to the church, how do you get it back? What is the investment in there? So it's crazy. This messages like this have destroyed the minds of our people, and it's still destroying the minds of our people, our youths especially. You see our youths, they don't want to do anything these days. Nobody wants to work hard. Nobody wants to put their best. See, the God that we serve is a God that is so responsible. Everything he did was perfect. I don't think it would be perfect if he just did it anyhow. If he just chilled and waited for one day of favor and I got favor, I don't have to work so hard. No, God worked very hard. Even in creating the world, he worked very hard. He worked 6 days and rested on the seventh day. He is God. He could have just used favor to just boom, everything in 1 second. He didn't have to do it day by day till the 6th day, and then he finally rested on the 7th day. Think about it. Why did he have to create the world day by day, for 6 days until the 7th day when he rested? Because he wanted to teach us that there's process to everything. There are steps to everything in life. There are steps to get what you want. And you and I must follow those steps. You cannot jump those steps and call it favor. No, you cannot jump it. If you are jumping it, you are not walking in the principles that God has laid for us. So, my friend, think think on all these messages that you get, that you listen to. Sit down, analyze it. It's okay to analyze every message, no matter whose mouth it's coming from. Be it the greatest bishop, the greatest pastor, or the smallest pastor, or whoever. It does not matter. I know some of you will be like, I can't believe she's talking about Bishop Oyedepo. Why not? He's a human being just like you and I. Even Jesus was criticized. Even Jesus was checked. Even Jesus was analyzed. Everything he said. How much more us, mere men? So, if you are out there and you believe this message of one day of favor, you are only deceiving yourself. You're only just living in fantasy. But you say, look at his favor, look at his life. Bishop Oyedepo's life is highly favored and everything. Look at everything, working out for him. It looks like favor because why? He's the one receiving from you. He's the one receiving from every angle from you because of the position he stands on. For a minute, switch. If it's possible for you to switch position with him, you are now in his position for even just a week. Everything you were dreaming for, as far as that money can buy, you will have it, right? Because now you will be the one receiving, right? So do you call that favor? Do you call that favor? So one day of favor to wipe away all, for example, 100 years of labor is a very, very, very wrong teaching. Is a teaching that paralyzes the mind, paralyzes, your ability. He even went ahead and talked about, if you rely on your strength and skills, you're wasting your time and all of that. You think I have this degree, I don't have that degree. What that doesn't do anything. That doesn't help anybody. It's one day of favor. What you should be encouraging these people to go and get those degrees. And you should be encouraged. I remember a long time ago in the 90s, in Winners Chapel, Bishop Oyedepo will encourage people to work hard. I remember him preaching and giving a scenario about, a woman maybe just selling akara on the corner. And it was like, whatever you're doing, even if you're selling akara, sell that akara with all your heart. Go there, you are there on time, early morning before people are passing to work. Your akara is ready while others are trying to fry theirs. Yours is already ready, and you're selling, and you never know who will come tomorrow and be like, they need an order of akara in one huge office or something, huge company, and somebody will be like, Mama so and so akara on the road, that akara is so good and she's always on time, let's get it from her. Now that is favor upon that woman that have labored diligently every day. So without labor, there is no favor. God, when you're talking about from God, without labor, there is no favor. So don't let these messages deceive you. Don't sit down and start praying for that one day of favor that will never come. It won't come. It's fantasy. It's illusion. Get to working. Get to laboring. Get to doing something. Sit down and think, what can I do? What can I do as a work? Now, and when you found that thing you can do as work, if it's your skills that you went to school for, if it's, anything, if it's anything that you're doing, as a work that brings money for you, for you, then you do it diligently. You do it with all your heart. You put time into it. You put effort into it. And then God's favor tops it up for you. But without labor, there will be no God's favor. Thank you all for listening. That's all I want to say. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe to my channel so you can get videos when we upload. And please share this to someone. It might help someone out there. God bless you. Bye.